Welcome to the 2023 Western Minnesota Steam Threshers Reunion. These are just some of the many stories told by the military veterans who have served this country.
Hello, my name is Tom Spillum. I'm from ROLLAG, Minnesota, so I didn't come very far. And I was in the Army from 70 to 71. I was drafted, I went to Vietnam, and I always consider myself lucky. I was in the engineers and we were building highways, and I got out in the end of 71 and I began dairy farming with my brother Roger right at ROLLAG. And I came to the second year of the threshing bee was in 1955, I believe it was. I went to country school 1 mile down the road, and my mom was in the ladies' aid serving that year, so we, and a funny story, because Norman Nilsson, who started threshing bee and had a little miniature land, he bet us kids we couldn't hold back this little threshing machine. This little steam engine. When he wasn't looking, we tied the rope to a tree. And he started it up, it was spinning and spinning, and he finally found out. And I like to tell the folks that ROLLAG is a great place to visit, and even a better place to live, which I can contest to. And I've been lucky. I've been married through 50 years to a country girl from Hitterdal. Gail's her name. We have 3 kids, 5 grandchildren, and I've only missed this 3 times, twice when I was in Vietnam, and one time I think we went to Winnipeg for the weekend. But
Okay, my name is Brian Carlson, and I'm originally from Sauk Center, Minnesota. I currently live down in Oakdale, Minnesota. I was in the U.S. Air Force from 1982 to 1986. Originally went to tech school at Keesler Air Force Base for wideband communications. My first duty station was Minot, North Dakota from 1983 to 1985. Then it was transferred over to Sembach Air Base, West Germany from 1986 to 1988 in tactical communications. Got out in 1988. Had worked for what started as Northwestern Bell, and when I retired, it was CenturyLink in 2019. And I've also been a freelance journalist since 1990, reporting on collector car auctions, but as such, I'm also the newsletter editor for the North Dakota Military Vehicle Collectors Association, which obviously was involved here with ROLLAG this weekend. I may not be a ROLLAG member, but I know a number of members quite well. I've been here a few years. Matter of fact, my father, I established an annual endowment in his name after he passed away in 2014, because I was more the truck guy, he was the tractor guy. And this was his favorite show of all of them. So after he passed away, while I was still working, I established an annual endowment. And anybody who's looking to help ROLLAG financially, the Fargo-Moorhead Foundation works with the ROLLAG Foundation, and it's a wonderful group. It's a good place, if you're looking at somewhere, like if you have a 401k, I highly recommend them. So that, I guess, would be the big thing I'd want to let folks know is it's if you've never had a chance to come here, come out here. It's a wonderful, unique event. I hear about this from when I talk to people from Oregon to Ohio. So ROLLAG is very well established as the high quality event it is, and I guess that is the biggest thing I wanted to pass on here, so thank you very much.
My name is Dean Walsh. I'm from Park Rapids, Minnesota, and I was in service from 54 to 56. And I was in one of the first guided missile platoons in the States. We studied corporal missile, which is not all a big one. It's about 40 feet long and about 4 feet wide, and went to school on the propulsion, how they get the things to go boom, and all this. It was very interesting. And then I ended up being a battery clerk at this same company. So that's where I spent my time. And the only story I can tell you that I know is kind of funny, but anyway, they transported them from El Paso, it was in El Paso, Fort Bliss, and they transported them to, whenever they wanted to do some work on them or they wanted to send them up, they sent them to White Sands in New Mexico, which is about 100 miles away, and they sent them by truck. And these are a big truck, and they loaded them on top. They're top heavy, and these guys are not supposed to go over 35 miles an hour, just a 2-lane road from there to there. And these young guys, of course, you know, they're in their 20s, they're playing around, and one guy passed another one, and well, you can't do that, so then this guy passed that one, and anyway, the MPs finally stopped them. They were going 55 miles an hour. So I'm sure these guys did a lot of extra duty back at base. They hauled them in, yeah, they stopped them. But anyway, it's not a big deal or anything, but yeah. But that's where I spent my 2 years.
Tell me what you think of ROLLAG.
Well, I furnished logs for the little sawmill, for the miniature sawmill. I've done it for many, I don't know, 25, 30 years, I guess. And then I help saw during the day, then we make walking sticks. Yeah, and you know, a couple hours every day, or 2 or 3 hours. And this time I took it easy. I waited till they put the spark show out at night, and I sawed at night. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I was here every day. Yeah, been here for a long time. I was here when they first started this show in '54. Yeah, and it has grown exponentially since. Yes, it's quite a show. It's quite a place.
We salute these veterans and thank them for their service to this country. If you'd like to share these stories, please do so by clicking on the share button below.